I'm so very tired of reading. Yeah, she is more hopeful. Everybody seems to be a little bit more hopeful. Are we still broke? Hey guys, where's your friend? You know, the big one with the horn? Like frowning? Stuff like that? Something happened there or what? Heard a crazy story, she just flown out of here or something. Anyways, we're still broke. By right effect, once per rite, if the bearer's pyre is extinguished, it is instead restored by 5. Well, that seems handy. Fucking shadow? Man, we can't afford any of this stuff. But I have an idea. Let's see. No, well, we'll do it when it's time for the rites. They didn't buy nothing, Dad. Yo, we're broke. What do you want from us? I wonder, do we still have Jody's stuff? If we do, I'm totally going to sell that. Here amongst the molten crags of Nest of Trios, you await the signal of the stars. There's no sign yet of your expected adversaries, the Accusers. Then a little Mtizio flutters up to you. Har! Har! Her! Hawk! Tizio cautions that he has some history with your next adversary, Lindo. Hopefully Jody does have some good talismans. Scree Hawk! Tizio seems to be indicating that Lindo has a personal vendetta against him. Who the heck was Lindo again? I forgot. Before you can explain anything further, the stars begin to call to you. Lindo was the, exactly.
Reader.
Was he the dog? Was he the guy?
Aren't we? Well then, rejoice, because the cycle of the rites begins anew. Perhaps you'll liberate another soon enough. Your chosen adversaries here shall be the Accusers. Reduce their flame to ash, just as you did when last you met. Now, who exactly shall oppose them?
Your hands are assembled and ready for the rites. However, there is still no sign of your adversaries, the Accusers. Volfred screeches something, cautioning you all to stay alert. When someone leaps from the shadows, he grabs at his mask. Ah, this guy, yep. Aha! Caught out, you miserable beast. I knew it. After all this time, I knew that you were still among their ranks. Arach! Tizio's angry to have stumbled into an apparent trap laid for him by Lindo. Silence, fiend! You robbed me of my freedom, my dignity. Your evil shall be ended here and now, and you Nightwings, you shall not deny me thus again. Come then, my accusers, for now we face none other than the spawn of the accursed imp, Hyub the Swallow. Let us show him that he is a disgrace. Hyub Swallow was first the 8 scribes of the Book of Rites, known as the Gracious or the Accursed. Oh yeah, wasn't he like the first person we fought against or something or rather? Tizio whispers something angry back at him. Whatever transpired between him and Lindo in the past, Lindo has evidently not let it go. Okay. Come, accusers. Let us make clear to those fools that we are stronger now than ever. You sense Lindo speaks the truth. The accusers are more capable than before. Each time you face a triumvirate, they gain talismans and masteries. Do not underestimate them.
Who shall strive for freedom?
Okay, I want to keep Headwind because he's balanced.
Headwind.
Let's see. Let's see, Sir Gilman, I'm thinking... We haven't used Bay in a while, though. Let's see, I am... she can fly, though. What does she have on her? Thinking 2 flyers. I'm having a hard time deciding the last person. Maybe we keep it balanced with 2. She is quick. Let me see. Weakness 26, 17.
Choose someone.
Hey, stop yelling at me. It's 19. Let's try the worm, Sir Gilman.
Sir Gilman, the choice is cast.
This knight shall not stand idly by while the diminutive Tizio suffers such slurs. Nightwings, the wicked fiend shall serve you as the wicked fiend you serve as an affront. He denied my rightful freedom in my moment of triumph. I shall never forgive him or any of you.
Commence. The orb.
That.
'Twas bound to happen.
Come on, go, go, go!
Have the accusers underestimated
Oh
you?
man, look at their new.
Didn't see it coming. A blow against the adversary's pyre.
Alright.
The accuser's pyre grows weaker.
Ah. Oh man, I screwed that one up. Whoa, missed that.
Plunged into your
Man. Woo. Hey, a little harder.
The Nightwing's adversaries gained an edge. Some chaos.
Whoa. Oh man.
There's a problem.
Alright, yeah, these guys are a lot tougher than before. Wow. They hit a lot harder too. Oh wow, I missed him and he got me.
Now to the flame.
Got it.
Long goes Sir Gilman into flame.
Well, missed that.
Both banished. Edwin doused the adversary's flames.
Alright. Still in this a little bit.
Do you believe you can prevail in this?
Did we get it? Yeah.
Sacred law.
Oh boy. Alright.
Doused the adversary's flames.
A little closer. Not again. I cannot lose to you again. This cannot be happening to me. Okay, so now he's going to get tougher.
One false move.
Come on. Oh man, that was a very slow. Ooh, 5. If I can get this, we'll be good.
Now go on, just once more.
Oh man.
Too bad.
Ooh, he is fast. Oh, got it. Yeah. Woohoo.
The Nightwings prevail. Perhaps they do deserve their freedom after all. The ceremony is
Thank you, Dio.
complete.
Scree, haha. TCL is very pleased that you prevailed, but wishes to make a quick exit at this time. Blast, where did he go? Where did he go? That infernal imp? It is a monster in disguise, a fiend. Come forth to torment me until the day I die. Lendl storms off in a fit of anger. TCL reappears once the coast is clear and expresses his gratitude again. What Lendl said before, if TCL is truly descendant of the Hayoba Swallow, then he has quite the legacy to live up to.
wisdom of the
All right.
scribes.
All right, level
Honor
up.
is elusive, O Sir Gilman, yet
So-
enlightenment is eternal.
So grateful this night is such a glorious occasion that he is giving the strong considerations to performing here and now the forbidden dance of the Sea Dominion. The forbidden dance? Alright. So we can choose a mastery for him. Love to level up. Valiant return. If Sir Gilman and all his allies are banished, he shall instantly return. That seems like it might be handy to have. And also choose quick draw. After using a slash, Sir Gilman can use it again to instantly return to his previous position. That also sounds handy. Greater Cleave. Sir Gilman's slash banishes adversaries in a wider area of effect. I'm going somewhere between Valiant Return and Greater Cleave, because this area of effect is kind of small and a little bit hard for me to use. I need to practice with him more. But what do you guys want? Valiant Return? Quick Draw? Basically he can snap back to his previous position, or his slashes have a greater area of effect. Okay, Valiant Return it is. Okay.
If only wings could speed us on toward greater understanding.
All in all, having to unlearn everything I learned is going to be somewhat faster than expected. Okay, so it looks like she gets some more paths. Let's see, let's start here. Strike Dash. Amethea can use her dash ability in a rapid succession for less stamina. Okay, ooh, that sounds handy, but let's see. Slate of Wing. Ha, get it, Slate of Wing. After saluting her adversaries, Amethea instantly switches places with her nearest ally. That sounds tricky but interesting. Winged Fury. For 5 seconds after banishing an adversary, Amethea moves 30% faster than usual. So, what do you guys want? Strike Dash, Slate of Wing, or Winged Fury? Dash? Okay, I like Dash. We all agree on Dash. You probably notice I prefer speed over everything else.
Until the stars align.
So you prefer power over speed? I think for me it depends on the game. But I think I've noticed like, yeah, it depends on the game. For a lot of games I prefer speed. So this is working out for me, but we'll see. Somehow yet, other than the one-on-ones, I haven't lost. I mean, maybe Dio will get to use a whammy, maybe he won't. You return to the wagon after you and your fellow exiles bested the Accusers and find Volfred waiting for you there. Well done back there, my girl. You are serving your companions well. Now then, I have something I wish to share with you if you've got a moment. You know, I knew when writing the streaming notification on the blog that I feared, even though we were closing in towards the end, that there would be a lot of exposition, and boy was I right. See, I'm going to end the stream at 11 o'clock, so I don't think we're going to finish the game in this time. At the rate we're going, we may not even finish it next week, but maybe like 3-hour chunks. We have discussed the plan, of which we are all a part. I have a means of measuring our own progress toward the goal of it. I'd like for you to have a look at it. First, let's determine where the Rites may take us next. Look forth. I expect you shall see several stars shining where we once saw but one. Gaze into the darkness of the night. Scribe stars beckon. Okay, we got Ors again, Melith, and Jomur. Several shining stars, a trick of the eye, or the will of the scribes. Who can say?
I too once gained this newfound vision many years ago following my first liberation rite, and I believe only we of the Nightwings have this gift. I realize that in choosing who the Nightwings will confront in each rite, we in turn influence which triumvirate we face when it comes time for someone to be set free. The object I invite you to use contains further detail. Henceforth, you may use Volfred's planner to see your current progress. I like planners. Oh, jeez, look at all this. Using Volfred's planner, you may assess your progress towards your ultimate goal, as well as check the current standings of your adversaries. Volfred shall keep this information up to date for the remainder of your quest. You may look over it now, or anytime in a black wagon or while searching into the stars. It feels like the game is just getting started, but I checked on how long to beat, and they say this game's only about 10 hours long.
Then again, I've been doing an awful lot of reading, so I'm going to say that slows things down a little bit. Okay, so we don't know how many rites we have until the next liberation. So we have 1 liberation rite conducted, and 1 additional exiles required 1. Number of additional exiles required to join the Nightwings to fulfill a key aspect of the plan. We conducted 9 rites so far. We liberated 1 exile. Our probability of success has risen to 30%. Okay, so this is 8:37 AS. At long last, the plan is well underway. Cycle of the rites turns quickly for the time. We should soon have another stab upon the fall of Solium. So, favor the Nightwings is infinite. The record is 9-0. Let me see. Okay, so I guess this is people we fought before. Essence. Heads notes. Prisoners of the war whose hatred of the Commonwealth runs deep. Corrupted opportunities. Firebirds. So, let me see. What the heck does this mean? Okay, so the Triumvirate of the highest favor is posed to take on the Nightwings in the next liberation rite. So they lost standing. Unchanged standing. These are the dogs. Firehearts gain standing. So 37. The Essence recently rose in favor relative to other triumvirates. So I'm guessing it looks like our next opponents are going to be the Essence. Prisoners of war whose hatred for the Commonwealth runs deep. I just feel like we've been going for more than 10 hours. I guess I'm just really slow at playing video games. Let's see. Okay, so I'm guessing then... What does this record mean, though? Nightwings... Okay, so I'm guessing again it's probably going to be the Essence if I'm understanding this planner right. So let's see, withdrawn next. So do you guys want the Ores, Melith, or Jomar? Seems here if we do this one, we have to face the Pyre Hearts again. If we go to Melith, we face the Fates and challenge withdrawn. Let me see Volfred's planner again. I think I misunderstood that. Okay, so the Essence is who we're going to face at the Liberation Rite, which would make Promethea very happy. Okay, so I got it now. Okay, so again, who do you guys want? Ors, Melith, or Jomar? Melith? Alright, so you want to talk to the dogs again. Any input, Dio, or shall we just go with Melith? We'll move that over. The controller is shaking hard. Alright. I remember these guys were a bit tough. So we're going to go against the Fate again. Adversaries or no. Hope Dalbert and Almer have been holding up. Seems they've been through quite a lot. He then shares with you what details he attained of your next adversaries. Dalbert Oldheart, an adversary who showed you respect and even generosity. Despite his advanced age, he has also made for a formidable opponent. He and his son. The so-called Almer the Helpless, ever present at his father's side, he was abandoned as an infant before Dalbert found him and raised him as his own. Dalbert taught his son everything he knew of his cultural heritage as a descendant of one of the Alpha chiefs, thought to be descended from Jomar Mini Main himself. However, his more vocal attempts to preserve the old Kurd traditions in the Commonwealth often fell on deaf ears or even roused the anger of officials. One day he insisted on celebrating Fang Song against the wishes of his family. His family's caution was well-founded in this case, and he was taken into custody. Fang Song is an old Kurd holiday in which a single pack of Kurds vanquished an entire Imperial brigade. And Jomar's jars and Jomar's many maize ran red that day. As for Almer, his father was led away. He put up enough of a fight where he wound up sharing his father's cell and soon enough his sentence. And the downside, their fate brought them into contact with a pack of spiritual Kurds residing in Jomar Valley. Exiled Kurds from roam this sand-swept fossil wasteland. Of course, Gilman wants to see the dogs. In time, they became acquainted with the Rites and helped revitalize the long-struggling triumvirate known as the Fate. They have since struggled on, at times, flirting with freedom, though seldom getting within striking distance. Yet they still long to find a way to return to their ancestral home and family. Or Dalbert seems like a decent enough sort, same for his son. In any case, we'll see them soon enough. Let's get some rest for now. You bid ahead with a good evening. It is too late to take flight, so you make plans to rise at dawn to continue your travels. Oh boy, didn't I say I would read more from the book after the Rite? Let's talk to TZO first. TZO has seemed somewhat less cheerful since running with Lindo and the Accusers. He approaches you, wanting for you to hear him out. Ha, whom? TZO seems unhappy about something Lindo said to him. He-hawk. TZO understands full well why Lindo is angry with him. Scrawheek. While TZO does not like Lindo as a person, he recognizes nonetheless that he denied his freedom. Ehoon. Screehawk. Ah, crap, I meant to click that one. Nonetheless, he feels a certain guilt and regrets the rights that forces exiles into such situations. He falls silent for a while. Whether the 8 scribes ever intended for him to participate in the rites firsthand is difficult to know for certain. Then, He-hawk. TZO is grateful to you for listening. He knows the scribes created the rites with good intentions. Screehawk. He promises to keep doing his best to live up to the legacy of the scribes. He bounds up to the rafters with some of the other drive nymphs. Regardless of whether he is truly descendant of Harb the Swallow, surely the scribes would have been proud of him. Where's that crystal? I knocked it out of view. Alas, I have played with it too much. What's this? Oh, Volfred's planner. Volfred is taking inventory. Ooh, now it's hard to read from this book. First, I want to click on this. It's time to read this book. Let's see if we can get to another chapter. Was this new? Oh yeah, I guess this is new. What was the scroll down there? I think it was Volfred's planner. I can check on it after I'm done reading. The ashen effigy of the Nightmare Titan Zavalius horse-headed looms as dark as ever on the precipices of the Black Basin, where her chaotic influence sundered the land itself until it wept fire. The very instant that our grateful friend Tyestra Tithys finally addressed the greater Titan with the power of the holy scepter of the Empire, the stars shone down upon us all with blinding light. Tyestra thought that she could bear her children with the warmth there, but alas, now the stars revisit the locale with regularity. The fissures in the rock do pose more danger than one ought to invite, but a summons to the nest is to be honored. Okay, let me see what that's shimmering to. Okay. Let me see. Rights concluded. Essence is still looks like it'll be our next our next fight. The Accusers, they've still gone up a rank even though we beat them. Alright, that was it. I guess it was just knowing the most up-to-date information. Okay, let's check on the fate. They claim to believe the scribes are watching over them. Let's see. They are down in rank pretty far. They lost standing. Regional pass in favor, so they lost standing. Okay. So we got another chapter here. Let's see, did we miss anything? Rite of Terrestria, the Book of Rites. I think we already did that. Yeah, we already read this, so for it is. Inspect the Accusers. The Accusers formed under Golothian. He is a big man. He values justice, loyalty, and steadfastness. Golothian says that the Accusers take their name from his most accomplished legions from his former military days. Among them, in fact, served the Master General at one time. They represent the stoutest-hearted people of the Empire, who held true to Myr and Golothian to the end. The golden colors of their raiments are reminiscent of their old shiny armor in his claim. Ever shall they seek out those with the truest spirits and a stronger sense of purpose to replenish their ranks. The Beyonders. Alright, one more. To call Beyonder a triumvirate is to stain the other's efforts, yet I'm beholden to describe them here. A pack of bandits, loosely organized under the Sisters of the Arch, travel all this way into my land to take the Horned One's life, to kill my friend Myr. We thwarted them. We had them at our mercy. Mercy had become inferior to Myr. We spared their lives, but banished them to darkness, far beyond these lands. Now forever, the Beyonders cling to the beholden duty to confront the true triumvirates wherever they so choose, so that wherever the true triumvirates clash, it shall be to their fullest extent. Okay, so that's it for Chapter 7. What do we have for Chapter 8? Okay, the Commonwealth. We 8 assembled here together in the downside, and we gave our freedom so that you may yet have yours. It is an exchange we have not lightly made. It is my charge to ensure that you should regain your freedom. First off, recognize its qualities, also use it wisely. You do not need a pair of wings in order to be free. My own wings, I once thought they could take me anywhere, but then they took me here, where I am bound. It is your charge to be free and not to make the same mistakes. Spring from here and learn from what we did and build a new great society, a free society, with wings spread wide for everyone. So, that was interesting. Done reading, finally. So, we're some of the first people of the Commonwealth, the Harps. Alright. Let's continue our journey. Let's take off. Ah, look at this new song. So, we need to go, let's follow the marker here. Here we go. What's the big idea, huh? Oh, it's you, Nightwings, coming to rub it in again, I guess. We Tempers have been trading flames with you, but for who knows how long. So what you got us once or twice lately. Matter of time before we go and get you back. So you might want to keep that in mind next time you go messing with these horns. Hear me? Now, get out of my sky. Okay. Like someone else is flying. Eee! What was that? What was that? You over here started leading a full-on panic as his fellow Worm Knights attempt to calm him down. What do you mean it was the Nightwings? We are not to face him in our coming Rite again, are we? Somebody realizes your right is aloft beside his own. You Nightwings! This night shall not forgive this transgression. Once we prevail against whichever adversaries are doomed to face us then, we shall comfort you. Go, why must this night be forced to fly so far above the land and sea? Okay, so it looks like we can kind of be an asshole to people. Outer Solus. Man, we got a lot of flying to do, don't we? It's out for revenge. Okay, so let's look around. A gloom hangs thick above the pit of Melith and all around it. You are brave to seek your adversaries here again, reader. Many in the downside believe it to be nothing other than a foul den. They take the tales of Lash, astral-born to be mythology, embellished through retelling over time. You have met the others, such as Wish Umale, who believes otherwise. Although whichever their beliefs, I know no one would go near this place unless the stars demanded it. Thus, your coming right against the fate take place in complete secrecy, as always the Rites have. Okay, so what's this over here? Big Birchwood. Below, amid the desolation of the flagging hands, you see big birchwoods from which you first embarked by the sea. You wonder how its venerable proprietor is faring. Volfred, I'm certain the big birchwood must have left a strong impression on you all. She's not easy to forget. I've known her since before my exile were hers. She's been here a long time. I sent my agents to repay her for assisting you and send our regards. The old wagon must have been in need of some repairs. Gold moat. Hollow field. Okay, looks like we can land here. Okay, Plague Moth. The middle route of the flagging hands cuts straight to the pit of my leaf. TCO suspect you may find something of value along this route. Follow field. The south route through the flagging hands crosses the disease and wilted pit. The lone minstrel knows the task along this route on which you may earn stardust. Okay, so do you want to do follow field or Plague Mont? I'll give you guys a second to decide. Some nice new music. Okay, Plague Mont it is. It's unanimous. You return to the dismal region known as the Flagging Hands. Straight away you sense an air of dread, yet cling to hope that you can make your stay here as brief as possible. Your fellow exiles have time to yourselves before the day is done. Nonetheless, the dismal environs soon take their toll on everyone. Most of your fellow exiles lose one hope for the next rite. Suffer alongside them. Search for valuables. The Beyonder Crystal seeks Sir Gilman. That's big Playmount fans here, I see. More entries. We'll save the reading for later. And do the crystal. Well, we can do the crystal a little bit later. Let's see if we can find anything of value. You and Tizio spend much of the day searching through the fetid swamps of Plaguemont until at last you find something of value. It would seem at last either you or Tizio can tell exactly what it is, for the object lies beyond your grasp. You consider methods to retrieve it. Work with Tizio to retrieve the object you found. Make time to retrieve the item. In doing so, you give up time you can spend on vacations, such as studying or mentoring. Leave it be. So, we can either have the rest of the afternoon to ourselves, or we can go get it. And welcome, Magnus. I just wanted to be a part of the group. So, do you guys want to get the item? Or shall we leave it? Go get it. Okay, I hope it's worth it. After toiling away for some time, you at last find the object you sought within your grasp. You and Tizio take a moment to examine it. You find Mind Stone, something for your trouble. This can be sold at the slug market. Finally, we can make some money. Alright. Someone wants to talk. Tizio wishes to speak again. You observe Tizio rummaging about the black wagon as though in search of something. He notices you there and rushes up to greet you. Tree! Tizio is glad that you're here. He was just reminiscing about old times. It could be a boat. We've always wanted a boat. It could even be a boat. Then take the boat. We'll take the box. Okay. Tizio is looking for something a former exile of the Nightwings once gave him. Kahum! He is growing frustrated that the object he seeks is nowhere to be found. You almost do not notice the lone minstrel's approach. I am afraid that it is gone, Tizio. I am very sorry. Leader is nothing that ought to be cause for much concern. Merely Tizio has misplaced something of sentimental value to him. Skriok. It was just a spare bandage she indicates, exactly like one on his horn. Aww. Tizio here has many adventures with the Nightwings. Is that not so, Tizio? He squawks in approval. Those memories shall always stay with you. Is that not what matters most of all? He confirms this as well. Then please not worry yourself about it anymore. It is a symbol of a distant past besides. Tizio sulks away up into the rafters. The lone minstrel watches him go. The object that he seeks does not exist, reader. Tizio searches for it from a fleeting memory of his days with the Nightwings of the past. He performed regular duties of the other drive imps at first, but soon distinguished himself. I was not too surprised. He was clearly special. He had grown close with the other members of the Nightwings when misfortune fell and the Triumvirate fell apart. Perhaps Volfred has revealed to you more of the details. As for Tizio, I feel he must make peace with the shadows of his past. Somehow. Perhaps then he shall cease his searching. You need not worry for him, of course. He is resilient and shall always serve the Nightwings well. Yeah, you might say that he was born for it. Begging your pardon, reader. The lone minstrel excused himself in a polite way, leaving you to consider what he said. Updated bio roster, Tizio. And I shall be right back as I get some more cold water. Oh, because I am getting a major headache and the heat has left me lightheaded. Oh yeah, jumping into the Pyre a bunch of times. I mean, that is my favorite way to score, because it's just easy. But yeah, jumping into the flames will definitely make you overheat. Okay, so let's do Sir Gilman. Let's send him to the Beyonder Crystal. Let's see how Sandra's doing. Once more, you have returned to me. What is it, reader? So let's see how Sandra's doing first. How very kind of you to visit me again like this, oh lovely reader. For I was just standing about in the blackness of the void, thinking it would be most pleasant if something were to happen for a change. There was a long period of time that this incarceration of mine failed to utterly do anything but bring me peace of mind. Not much of a punishment. I invite you to imagine an upbringing among the Sisters of the Arch. Living on the outskirts of civilization, your days full of training which could kill you or just cripple you for life. And the Sisters of the Arch are an ancient band of killers trained almost from birth to carry out their missions without fail. Let's see. All the sisters needed was a name, a sum of 500 soul, and a sum of 500 soul up front. She does appreciate the attention. How do you suppose I lost my sight? Through glorious battle with the scribes, or in a careless sparring session with my master? But I've not forgotten just yet. In any case, at first I welcomed the prospect of not having to struggle every moment to survive. But then in less than 2 centuries, I started to grow terribly bored. It did not help at all that the Nightwings of the early days were the stodgiest lot you could imagine, obsessed with obeying the book as strictly as they could. Some of them started to remind me of myself, I think, when I was young. Such idiots, a lot of them. Ah, but what am I saying, lovely reader? I shall not bore you further with such matters. I would have bored myself to death back then if only I could die. Like so many other things, I think mortality is something oft taken for granted until it is taken away. So given your mortality, let's say that we get back to business here. Let's see, so let's do a scribe trial. Certainly, my reader. You need but to indicate who's to be my subject for this round. No one else knowledgeable. So we're slowly working them down. You ask Sandra to administer one of her special rites for Sir Gilman. You think that dimwit of a worm has any chance? Wow. Ooh, she is cold. Perhaps you're correct, though. I put little stock in him myself. Though let us bring him forth. Soon Sir Gilman appears and heeded the summons. Master Reader, is this knight perchance in trouble for something? Don't worry, you're about to find out. At the apparition, Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Oh, this water is so refreshing. Listen well, Worm. You answer to me here. As you will, Your Highness. Your Highness, I like the sound of that, though flattery shall get you nowhere here. Okay, see you when you get back, deal? Demonstrate your competence to me then, Worm. You shall have to do it mostly on your own, though under the guidance of your lovely reader. I trust you are prepared. Of course, Your Highness. This knight accepts this challenge. Oh, man. Wow. We are already off to a bad start. I'm guessing fighting them. Okay, so okay, finally. I can't dash. Interesting. No dash? Wow, I am getting destroyed here. Wow, I jumped right into that. Wow. This one might be tough. This is definitely tough. And I went the wrong way. Alright, well, at the very least, I'll learn how to use his... I haven't scored once. I can't seem to dash. Oh, there we go, right trigger. Jeez Louise. Alright. We're back in this. Ooh. Did I get... Oh, so close! Alright, we are in trouble. Oh, we got it. Wow, I just stood there and took it. I got stuck on something. Alright, Rome. Gonna do this again. Oof, that was a thorough spanking. Curses. Laughable. The worm lacks any concept of his foolishness. I would tell you not to waste my time, Worm, but the truth is my time is there for you to waste. Do you think you could do better than that? Yes, we can do better. We're going to reattempt that. Perhaps that worm of yours shall not fail so badly as before. I admit his snapback is a little hard to use. I'm not giving this up, because I think this is going to be it for the night once I beat this. Okay, let's No, that, I'm trying to see if I can make this, snapback work. Alright. Alright. And when in doubt, just run for it, I guess. Oh, so close. Hurry, Gilman. Come back. Gilman, no. Oh, we're still in this. Alright. Okay, close. We're doing a little better this time. Oh, I went right into it. Damn it. Sir Gilman, hurry! Spawn! Oh man, I messed that up. Alright, let's see. Ooh! Close. Sorry, Sir Gilman, respawn! Respawn! Oh man, that didn't work out too well. Alright, his snapbacks are not an ability I like. Ah. We were doing so well too. Oh, I was so very, very close. Got it. And we won. Huzzah, this night prevails. I have no choice but to concur with that assessment, Worm. Your performance was sufficient. Oh, well, thank you, Goblin. Your performance was sufficient and you passed my test. Thus, congratulations are in order to you and to your lovely reader. Now, farewell. Okay, so now we should get a little trinket for Sir Gilman. Master Reader, this knight is humbled after having passed that sorcerer's test. Why? By the scales of the Underking ores, what is that you have? You received ore scale for cleaning Sir Gilman's trial. That's an accepted reward. Alright. And the stone's back. I kind of wish you could control where it bounced off to. So, let's see what we got here. Okay, so I guess we're going to call it a night, so I'm going to try and get through some of these biographies and a little bit more of the reading, but stream will be over very soon. Okay, so we have a new biography. There are a lot of imps on the downside, but few, if any, are like this one. In fact, he seems to be descended from the most famous imp of them all. TCO is older than he appears and drove the black wagon for the night wings many years, learning much about the Rites while traveling with the Trivarant. But when misfortune fell, he disappeared. He reemerged years later, having become an integral part of Volfred's plan to serve as liaison. Oh man, I can't talk today. Wow. Liaison. Tongue-tied. Tongue-tied. Between Volfred and a certain band of exiles with whom he entrusted. Was there anybody else's biography we got? I think that was it. Okay, so we have... yep, that's how you know I'm getting to the end and very tired. I've lost my ability to speak very well. So, let's see. Flagging Hands. Beyond the valley lies the Flagging Hands. which we call a swamp, and the entire sea could be merely a lake. Soon after our arrival, several of us fell into a dark despair. Such were the environs. I found it rather fascinating, though. It held aspects reminiscent of the southern bogs as we dwelt in as a tad. We grew accustomed to the dampness of the air and grew to savor certain twigs and beetles. It can be said the flagging hands are an acquired taste, recommendable only for those of our same bent, or perhaps the downside's native imps. The sea surrounded the environs on three sides, appearing insurmountable at first. Let's see, and there's something back at chapter 3, but I think there's another page here. Or we're on chapter 3. Duh. I think we've already read that. I won another match. Yeah, I lost one, but the one-on-one we had Sir Gilman. I got absolutely trounced the first time, but I came back for a sweet, sweet victory. Yeah, and we already read the Black Basin. So, did we already meet Mount Adela? Yeah, I think we are already done with that. We've read that. So, there's nothing new in the book. Oh, I forgot to check out Sir Gilman's item. Okay, this one stars 10 plus. What did Sir Gilman get? Okay, we got the Mind Stone. Okay, or skill. Sir Gilman jumps further than usual with 30%. Okay, so we can do a big jump. I might want to leave the Ashen Coal on him, but I'm not sure. Or we could also sell some of the stuff. Okay, let me see. We still got a few minutes before we call it a night. So let me see if I can press on any further. See if we can get a little bit closer. Being here in the flagging hands continues to sap most everyone's spirits. The command has lost one hope for the next rite. Let's see. Looks like we don't have to do any more. Here in the soil grounds of the flagging hands, you encounter a messenger imp come to deliver news and rumors of from the other side. The news this time pertains to Jody, whom you liberated at the fall of Solium. You learned Jody's past transgressions have all been forgiven. She soon was to be reinstated on the blood border on the presumption that she wanted her old status back. In fact, she was offered an especially prestigious leadership in the position of First Veil for a demon. In the First Veil. For a demon such as she could not be seen in the streets. Well, yeah. First Veil, an elite blood border platoon shrouded in secrecy other than the famous results of his operation. But she refused to gesture, rather bluntly, the report suggests. Instead, she sought Volfred's agents as well as several of her former fostered sons and daughters, and so the ranks of the revolution grow stronger. Okay, so it looks like we really are going to stage a revolution. The last part of the message imp's news must have been damaged in transit, although it appears to be in Jody's own words. All you can tell is that it says, await. Thank the messenger imp for relaying this information. Your companions were excited to discuss the news. You give it to him for us, Jody. I knew you had it in you. There's nothing she can't handle. I miss her bad sometimes, but I'm glad she's alright. Tish, wonder what the rest of the message said. Her message said. Do you think she still has her horns, now that she's back up there? Hoo! Tizio is fired up about the news of Jody's return to the Commonwealth. She's an inspiration to us all, or to this night, she is at least. The news of Jody's liberation fills your fellow exiles with newfound resolve. Your commands gain 1+ hope for the next rite, and we wish Jody luck. The revolution will be televised or shown. Okay. So we got a lot more to read, and looks like we can commence the rite, but seeing this is 11 o'clock, call it a night, so we'll just we'll bounce this around real quick. One more for the road. Ah, that was nice. Okay, and that saved the game. I just wanted to do that to save the game. So we're going to call it a night here. I don't know if we're any closer to beating this game for next week, so I won't call it a final live stream of this game. But thank you everyone for tuning in, and thank you for helping me make decisions. And you're very welcome. I'm glad I could stream, and I'm glad I made it to just about 11 o'clock. You guys have a good night and a good week. Before that, my name's Angela, and I've been streaming for Damage Control Blog. You can find us at dcgameblog.com, where we write a variety of articles focused on video games, anime, and other pop culture. You can also find links to our social media if you want to keep the conversation going, or if you just want to say hi to us throughout the rest of the week. So you can find us. We have a Twitter account. We also have a Discord where we're quite active. You can also find us on Facebook, Mastodon, and we have a YouTube channel where I put replays of these live streams broken up to smaller chunks to make them easier to digest. And occasionally I put up videos that aren't live streamed, mostly from Monster Hunter, but who knows if I'll get something else on there. But with that, the links are in the chat. Thank you very much, Dio, for sharing them. And thank you again, everyone, for tuning in. You have a great week.